Hello, hello, and happy Monday. It's actually Monday morning, sun's up morning, not 1 in the morning editing, Chris. We are going to go ahead and continue the ABC crochet challenge. This video is going to be letters D, E, and F. I'm really proud of myself because y'all know, if you know, you know, I love getting free patterns off Instagram. Who likes to pay for stuff when you could get free versions on Insta, you know? So that being said, I'm going to be shouting out 2 patterns that I got for free. I typed them up, as we all know, because I'm old. I try to reduce screen time where I can, considering I'm in front of a camera so much, making my content and whatnot. Perks of being a small business. And also, I'm just blind and can't see, so it's easier to have it typed out in the font that I'd like, highlighted where I want it highlighted, etc. That being said, to get into it, for letter D, we're going to be making a dolphin, and I got this pattern for free from Play Me Plush, PLAMI .PLUSH. It's 17 rounds, and then there's separate fins and a dorsal fin. I'm not sure why it gave me 2 pages. The second one's just blank. The second pattern we're going to be doing is an elephant. This one is a low-sew mini elephant by Emmy Toys, EMYTOYS on Instagram. It's about the same size as that one. 16 rounds actually. There's some face shaping involved in that. I can't say I've done a whole lot of face shaping, so I'm nervous about that. But you can do more than you think you can. You know, you're more capable than you believe, and I know I can do this. um, the ears are only like 6 rounds, and you got to make 2, obviously, and then crochet the tail. They have it to where you chain 4 and then burn and cut the end with the lighter, and I'm not really fond of that, so I might freehand my own tail. But as far as the rest of the pattern goes, it looks fairly simple, easy to follow. Super excited to get into that. We're going to be making them in order, so that way we can just follow the same pattern that we've been doing. And then the last one that I'm super excited for, the black-footed ferret. This pattern is by the Crochet Zoologist, and there were a few cute patterns for ferrets online. I'll give them that. They looked like the little dudes from uh, Tom Nook, the little Animal Crossing fella. And I just sorry, and I just wasn't too fond of that. I wanted it to be like the floppy, like realistic ferret. You know, I can't help myself. I love all the unlovable creatures such as possums, raccoons, snakes, all the things. I'd rather not be in the vicinity of a snake, or not a snake, that either. After seeing Euphoria yesterday, ooh. But spiders is what I meant to say. I'm not too fond. This pattern is a little larger. They have an Instagram too, the Crochet Zoologist. I'm seeing that on their pattern. Um, look at how cute the art is. My printer is running out of ink, so excuse the lines, but it's so cute. I think it was only $6, $6.86 for this pattern on Etsy. How sweet! I love this. It has, since they're endangered, it has like facts about them, where to donate. That's so sweet. I love that. I can't show you the pattern itself clearly because that would not be supporting artists. But yeah, if you'd like to get a pattern like this of your own, the Crochet Zoologist on either Etsy is where I got it from, or they have an Instagram. I didn't check for a free version. I kind of wanted the printed. I didn't want to type anymore, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I was willing to pay the $6 in order to avoid that. But I'm really getting to where I want to put everything in their sheet protectors and into the ABC challenge folder. That's just what this has become now. I don't know. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave the other patterns in there just so we can see. I don't know how many I can fit in there. I might end up having to get a whole binder for it. I already have 3 binders full of crochet patterns, so adding a 4th to the roster would not affect me at all, you know? But anyways, that being said, I'm going to wrap up the rambling and get to what we're here for. We're going to make a dolphin. Okay, so I went yarn shopping in my closet. I have like enough for a whole craft store in there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna cap, but this is a color I decided on for our dolphin. It's a super bulk, super bulky 6. Can't find the color name on here. Oh, faded denim. So I think that'll work pretty nice. Get my handy dandy crochet bag. Did you know that they sell polyfill at Dollar Tree now? Crazy work. I might have to make a pink dolphin too to use this up. Scissors. I don't know if I want to use my handy dandy hook or try out one of my new ones. I didn't even show you guys my hook haul. Do you want to see? I got 80 crochet hooks for $20. Hang on, I'd show you now. I already brought it up. Please, not me taking 10 years to like set up my table all cutesy. um, so this is a big canister of crochet hooks that I got. First of all, this vase is really good quality, so that's also a win because my husband gets me flowers all the time. So another vase. If that's what I choose to use it for, because honestly, it's holding all these hooks pretty well. I don't know. But the main reason I got them, let me pause you again, I'm sorry. Please, I literally grabbed the smallest one, and the reason I got it off the first rip, off the first grab. Look at that. Look at that. What do you mean? People use this to crochet, brother? Stop the films. This is a 1.4 millimeter crochet hook. So I got these. I'm not usually a fan of metal hooks, if you will. I prefer like the ones with the grip. Like my favorite craft store crochet hook is this one. I have like 7 of these. This is my old faithful 5 millimeter. The first time I broke this, I was in shambles. All bad. But I went back and I bought like 5 of them because that's not happening to me again. And then for Christmas, my brother-in-law got me a everything crochet hook, and that's phenomenal. It's my favorite. I have 2 of them. I broke the 5 millimeter attachment on my first one, so he bought me a new one for Mother's Day, and I haven't even used it because I'm scared to break it. So I've been resorting back to this old dude, and yeah. But another reason that I got these is because the same brother-in-law that got me the everything crochet hook, he got me a bunch of thread because I had mentioned one time wanting to make crochet earrings, and he got me a bunch of it like last summer, I believe. And I don't know. I try not to buy a bunch of crochet hooks because I already have so many, but like I've never seen any this small for like a decent price at a craft store. So when I saw this whole deal of them, at first, initially I asked her if I could just pick through and get the tiny ones, but after like a minute of digging, I had a whole handful anyway, and I might as well have just spent the $20 and got the vase in its entirety. That being said, you might be seeing some crochet earrings after we get done with this ABC challenge. You never know. Um, That's 4.5. They also have these really cute like floral ones. I don't think there was a 5 in that. That one's huge. I don't even know what millimeter size hook this is. What gauge? Yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to show you that because what a steal. I got those from YHWH Thrift. Y'all really can't quote me on nothing. Just read the description box, okay? But yeah, all that being said, I think I'm just gonna stick with Old Faithful because my hands are already hurting. That's why I got the pink crochet gloves. So I'm probably gonna finish this Red Bull and get the dolphin started. So yeah, time for the time lapse, I suppose. Okay, I ended up deciding that I needed a few things. I need my pillow pad. I don't know how I'm supposed to be able to see the TV. I guess I'm just gonna go off vibes. But I'm gonna put my pattern book on here so it's easier to read. Ooh, trying to put her in y'all's way. And then I was gonna go ahead and use my 5 millimeter hook, but the yarn is I think I need to go up a hook size. But I also don't crochet a whole lot with like thicker blanket yarn. I usually use like just thin chenille yarn, so I'm not used to that. But I wanted to go ahead and show you everything crochet hook. Okay, so here it is right here. It was in my tote bag. But right now it has a 4 or 5 on it, so I'm gonna go ahead and change it. I don't know what size to go for. Maybe 6. Yeah, I should have. I am stingy and I really just write down the patterns to get straight to the point. I don't usually tend to write down like the abbreviations or the recommended hook size, so this is my bad. Not Playme Plush's deal. She wrote it on there. I just don't listen. But it's really simple to change out the interchangeable heads. They give you a little tool that comes with it. There's a little cord for charging because it can count your stitches. The hook lights up. My eyesight's so bad that I don't even bother to crochet when it's too dark to where I would need this, but it does light up. It counts my stitches and it can keep track of my rows as well. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not because of the glare, but it tracks both your stitches and your rows, so that's pretty cool. Especially for people that like charge per stitch or however you may price your things. I kind of just go off of what other people price their things at. I'm not going to lie to you. Pricing is definitely my weak point when it comes to owning a small business because I don't know how to charge my worth. Yeah, so I went ahead and sized up the hook, so we should be good to get back to it. It took 33 minutes. I paused a few times for like putting in the eyes and stuffing so you guys didn't have to watch me struggle. But I think that she turned out pretty cute. I'm sorry for the bowl was in the way, so it's kind of messing with the lighting. But isn't she so cute? I just love her. And I think that next time, considering I have one dolphin under my belt now, the next one should take like 20 minutes. I'll probably time it again just to be sure because I would love to know. I'm a nosy Nelly. But right now, I'm going to take a potty break, finish this water, And my honey, I've been obsessed with Dunkin's Bananarama matcha. So we went in person at like Walmart and a couple other grocery stores to see if we could find any banana syrup because I have matcha. But anyways, we couldn't find any, unfortunately. I think I settled for some brown sugar cinnamon, and it was also really good, but it just wasn't hitting the way the banana should, you know? And so he got online and ordered me some banana syrup for my matcha. So I'm gonna go make me one of those after I finish my water, and we will come back and make an elephant. So stay tuned. Okay, I'm back, and my mic is on. I finished up the dolphin. I think I'm gonna make a pink one next. I'm obsessed. That's so cute. Um, I don't know if I want to market prep dolphins just to like mindlessly do something, or if I want to go ahead and try out the elephant pattern because it's like the same amount of rows. I just really wanted to do something like mindlessly for right now. I might finish this episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love and then I will try a different one. But for right now, so I'm really obsessed with matcha, and Dunkin' Donuts has my favorite banana rama. Favorite matcha I've ever had in my whole life. Like, I did not know that banana and coffee or banana and matcha could be such the duo. You know what I mean? And I also wanted to show off this cute Naruto and Hello Kitty cup that I thrifted. Hang on. Gotta turn it around manually so I don't drop it. Oh my goodness. Stop it. That is adorable. I can't. I was between this one or a different one, but the other one was like white and it only had Sakura, Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi. And this one had all of them, and Jiraiya and Rock Lee are like two of my favorite characters, so you already know. You already know. But anyways, the reason I brought up the matcha thing, my husband got me banana syrup for my matcha, and I'm so excited. It's delicious. I'm not Smell-o-vision and taste-o-vision should be a thing because that um it's really cutesy. It has its like little squirt bottle and everything. I think it was like $9 on Amazon for the syrup, but imagine how much money I'll save in the long run not going to Dunkin' every day. Gas wise too, because I don't even have a Dunkin' local to me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this episode of Pop the Balloon. Maybe make one more blue and one more pink dolphin, and then we'll get to the elephant. So I'm probably gonna let my phone charge for a little bit. My goal is to hopefully have this video out by Thursday or Friday before my market. So the next week I can upload another market video, maybe two, one from the farmer's market and one from the last Sunday luau. I might just do a double, like 2 for 1, because I'm pretty convinced that I'm going to go ahead and go to the farmer's market again this weekend. I just loved it so much this past weekend. Enough the rambling. You saw the dolphin, you saw the matcha, you saw the cute cup. I'm going to go ahead and make a few more dolphins, and I'll get back with you whenever it's time to make the elephant. Hello, hello. Today is Tuesday, May 26th. But anyways, had to refrain there for a second. But I wasn't gonna film today. I've just been like really busy. I ended up making 5 dolphins. I have 2 gray, 2 pink, and 1 blue, and they're really cute. They're in like the Walmart blanket yarn, so they're pretty thick. I think I'm gonna charge $10 a piece for those. One time he's trying to slowly like Big Daddy Adam Sandler movie type slow motion as to where you guys cannot hear him. I don't think you probably even did with the mic, so I love that for me. But anyways, he's so cute and sweet. Um, I made ham and beans for dinner. I made cornbread and fried potatoes to go with it. Cleaning up the house, catching up on laundry, doing those things while also being my own social media manager, restocking, fixing my inventory for this weekend. I wear so many hats and I'm spread kind of thin today, I feel like. So I wasn't going to record and I was just going to skip vlogging. But today's letter is E. And I told y'all we were going to be making an elephant. I've already made 3 of them. don't come for me, okay? I'm gonna record a time lapse, so it's fine. But I've made 2 gray and 1 pink and white out of this yarn. I feel like I'm just kind of all over the place in this segment. I'm so sorry, but like I said, I'm scatterbrained and I feel like I'm pretty stretched thin trying to do every goal that I had set for myself. That being said, I wanted to vlog today and I wanted to get letter E done. We're making an elephant. The pattern is by Emmy's Toys, EMYTOYS on Instagram. It's a free pattern. It's only about 18 rounds and there's 2 little ears that you got to sew on. So it's very low sew, very easy. Definitely something easy to market prep. So I'm really grateful to have found that pattern. And like I told you guys in the prior video, the only pattern that I paid for was the Mochi, the black-footed ferret by the Crochet Zoologist. I'm gonna make that one tomorrow because I only have 2 elephants left to make today, and I'm done with 5. But after I get the elephants done, and then I hope I can get 5 ferrets done. I think I can do it. After that, I think I'm gonna focus on like admin work, like planning social media posts for the week, fixing my inventory, getting change, making next week's schedule, and then I'll have a few days left over to either crochet more for the markets or do some beadwork. I've really been wanting to do some beadwork, make some pop sockets for phones, some smaller earrings so that there's more of a variety. I also kind of want to make a few big anti-pairs, so I don't know. I'm really wanting to make some strawberries as well, maybe some bees. Yeah, bees. I have templates for both. And then I have another template that I'm wanting to get, a butterfly template from Dana Rose Beadwork. So yeah, I really, really want to bead, but I feel like I've been so busy trying to maintain my crochet inventory because that's what sells best for me at the markets. But yeah, I think that's enough of the ramble for today. Like I said, I've already made 2 gray elephants and then I have the pink and white one. So I have 3 out of the 5 done. I only have 2 more left to make and it is about 6 o'clock right now. So I think I can do that. Maybe get a head start on admin so I can just do beadwork tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Hello, hello. Today's Thursday, May 28th. I cannot believe this month is almost over. Surreal. I didn't get a time lapse of me making the ferret because I did it probably from like 10 to 1 in the morning. It took me a couple hours and the pattern, it was a no-sew. But that being said, I rather sew things in than crochet them in because I struggle really hard to do that still. But I did in fact make a ferret and I intend on making a couple more different like color varieties. He's so cute. He's so floopy and floppy. It was actually really cool because I've had weighted pellets for forever and I put them in his bum. So like the bottom of him is super like weighted and then the top is like I think it's so cute. I just love him so much. He's kind of giving Animal Crossing vibes. That being said, I may or may not have pulled out my Nintendo Switch so that I could play games this week. I actually intend on taking a crochet break and gaming today because I've been going pretty ham for the last week with the ABC challenge. I've been making a different pattern every day this week. And then yesterday, after finishing the ferret, it was like by the time that I had posted it online after I like cooked and cleaned and everything, it was probably like 1 p.m. So from like 1 p.m. till like 4-ish, I made some keychains because I need to restock my keychains really bad and I've been telling myself that for forever and I just haven't gotten around to it. But this is all that I got done yesterday. I got 14, I believe. I just need to attach them to the hardware. I kind of just did like random things. But I came across another indigenous creator yesterday, and her name is Stitches by Sandra here on YouTube and Insta. I thought that was really cool. I just love finding indigenous creators, and she makes a lot of Pokemon, so it just kind of inspired me to make little Pokeball keychains, the pink and the red. I did 5 red and 3 pink. And then because it's summertime, I had to do some fruit keychains. I got a watermelon, an orange slice. Ugh, my color change was ugly. And then I had to do the lemons in acrylic because I didn't have 2 different shades of yellow in that like worsted weight or whatever they're called. So I did a little lemon slice. I think they're so cute. I did 2 of each fruit slice, and then I already told you how many I did on the Pokeballs. I was going to do some more keychains today and maybe a few headbands, but my wrists are killing me. Like, they sound like Rice Krispie treats. No matter how, who, what, when, where, why I move them, it does not feel nice. So I decided to take that as a sign for my body, even though I have 2 days until my next market. And I'm going to go ahead and relax and maybe play some either Hello Kitty Island Adventure or Animal Crossing. I'm not sure. Maybe Fae Farm. I don't know. I like to play little like cozy, mindless games like that. I'm not much of like a strategist or like first person shooter. I'll play like Fortnite or something when my husband and brother-in-laws would like me to, but I just like the cozy games. I believe that will wrap up our ABC challenge video for this week, guys. I'm not gonna lie. We did letters D, E, and F. For D, we did dolphins. I made 5 of those. For E, we did elephants, and I also made 5, so I market prepped both of those. For F, I only made 1 of the ferrets so far, and then I swapped over to keychains because I need to restock those really badly. And I also made 14 keychains. So 11 plushies and 14 keychains in 3 days. I really don't think that's bad. My wrists do, but I personally do not. I'm actually rather proud of that. So for my next video, I think we're gonna do G, H, and I. So if you just want to comment animals down below that you think I should try to crochet, if I haven't made them before, they'll likely be selected. If not, I'll just Google or Instagram search some patterns. But I'm super excited. As always, I've loved doing this challenge. I think my favorite one out of this bunch has got to be the ferret. I really like the patterns that we found for dolphins and elephants, though. I'll have those linked down below in the description box. I'm trying to get better about doing that. The description box is probably my biggest enemy. I'm not going to lie to you. It just is like after all the filming and editing and this and that, I still got to. But I really liked the ferret the best. I can't wait for next week's video. And this week, I think I'm going to make like I don't know if I want to do my markets separately for their own vlogs or if I want to do them together because I do have one on Saturday and on Sunday. So I might just make it come with me for 2 days of market. I'm not sure. I don't know. But if you made it this far, per usual, let's comment. Let's do a dolphin. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, as always. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next set, part 3 of the ABC Crochet Challenge. And then make sure to keep an eye out next Monday and Tuesday for either 1 or 2 market vlogs. Super excited. Wish me luck. And thank you, as always, for watching so much. You guys are the reason that I do what I do. You know what I mean? We are up to 18 subscribers now, guys. So, hi! I think that's it for my outro. So, yeah, follow me on socials, and I hope you have a very whimsical day, friends. Bye!